up, Bills Mafia? I'm Dave Goodman. This is Dad. And we wanted to remake the second episode of the predictions because Cam Newton obviously signed to the New England Patriots, so we felt we should redo it and figure out what the actual win-loss will be with Cam Newton and rather than Jarrett Stidham, because I believe that does make the difference. So without further ado, we're going to go into Week 5. I have him at 4-0. He has him at 3-1, and we're headed to the Tennessee Titans. I believe we own them, man. I really do. I think that we have Tennessee and Tannehill by the balls. I do. I think that they got figured out last year. They only have a running game, and if you could shut down the running game, the rest will come.
Yeah, I agree with you somewhat there. I think this is definitely an improved Titans squad on last year. Quietly, the Titans really had a good offseason. I don't have it in front of me, but I've seen that they made huge moves. Their O-line on offense, too. Well, I think he might struggle because from the past of Tannehill, the Bills have really owned him on Miami teams because those teams really didn't have great running games. They had like Ronnie Brown, right? And like Drake and stuff.
Yeah.
But Miami was not using
Even
them
Drake
right.
kind of was underwhelming.
Yeah, and Miami never uses them like right at all anymore. And Drake actually went to Arizona, and he's actually playing pretty nice over there.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
so.
He's doing much better than at least he did in Miami. Miami was dog shit
So I'm not really worried about Tannehill in this game, really. Yeah, no running game. It's at Tennessee, and we throughout history have had close games in Tennessee, but at the end of the day, I think the Bills probably will pull out a close win, probably like 21-17 around that like low scoring game.
Well, the only funny thing is we didn't get to face Tannehill last year.
Oh yeah, that's right.
We faced Mariota, and that actually ended Mariota's career for him. So
and then
he's down backup.
And it jump started Ryan Tannehill.
Yeah, so we never actually got to see him be in a Titans uniform last year. So it'll be interesting to see what the Bills have game plan for him. I think that him getting the contract.
What about their defense in Tennessee?
Their defense is okay. It's definitely made moves
in the offseason.
Yeah, they definitely made moves.
So
yeah.
What's at the end of the day? Do the Titans have enough firepower and defense to hold our offense, and do they have enough offense to score on our defense?
No, they can't stop Stephon Diggs and John Brown and Cole Beasley, man.
And Zach Moss and Singletary, no way.
No, the offensive line is going to be coming again for another year. I see the offensive line for the Bills being a huge part in helping.
Me too.
Especially with the continuity, like you always talk about.
Continuity's big.
Yeah, it's the biggest thing. So I think having them come back again for another year is going to help out quite a bit.
So you have them at 5-0?
Have them at 5-0.
I have them at 4-1, everybody. 4-1 here, and we're going to the primetime game. Drum roll, please.
Kansas City.
Now, he has them at 5-0 at this point. I have them at 4-1. Either way, we're going crazy in Buffalo at this point in the season. But I hate to be this guy. The Bills at this point are not ready to beat a team like the Chiefs. It helps we're at home. It helps it's prime time. There's no fans in the stands now, guys. It just came down from our General Cuomo that there's no fans in the stands this season. I understand it. It's unfortunate, but hey, it could change throughout the season.
Yeah.
If numbers are down, we could be talking this is a home primetime game, and there are fans in the stands. But currently, right now, we're obviously not quite there yet. But for now, there's no fans in the stands. So I'm going to say with no fans in the stands, it's not really home field advantage. I think the Chiefs have a little more talent than we do, and they've been playing as a team longer.
On an elite level. On an
elite level. Can Matt Milano and Tremaine Edmonds cover Travis Kelce all game? I don't know yet. We're going to need a pass rush that game.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. I mean,
It's going to be a tough one.
Not saying the Chiefs won't have to bring their A game to play the Bills. The Bills are a different team, so
we got to hope the Chiefs aren't bringing their A game.
You're going to have to catch Mahomes on an off game. You're going to have to find a way to slow down Pat Mahomes.
I'm not worried. I'm not worried about outscoring on them.
No,
their defense never showed up until really in the playoffs last year. So I expect that to be a recurring thing, probably, that their defense is probably just average, and it was riding a Chiefs momentum last season. Probably,
the Chiefs momentum was
helped them out.
Yeah.
So
they were getting a lot of good play though. And they were projected in the beginning of the year to win. A lot of teams can't handle that hype sometimes of being the team to beat, and the Chiefs managed to live up to that hype, and they're
won the
as good
Super
as
Bowl for Andy
advertised.
Reid
Yeah,
finally.
yeah, good
Got
for
him his
him.
chip.
Yep. Now Andy Reid and Sean McDermott obviously have a history back in Philadelphia, so everyone
This
knows
is a
about
juicy
that.
matchup.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good matchup. I feel that Reid knows he has to bring his A game against McDermott. McDermott is obviously, as Colin Cowherd said, one of the best coaches
And
in
number
the
2.
NFL and stuff like that. So you're gonna see a good
close game, a nice
game.
matchup.
It's not gonna be an easy game
It's not gonna be a
either
walkthrough.
side. For either side, it's gonna be a tough game. They're both gonna have to bring it, and this is something that a game you can see in the playoffs down the line here.
Yeah.
And this is something that if the Bills want to have a chance in the playoffs, if you beat a team like this, you're talking
a
real,
long run.
Yeah. Now, do I personally think the Bills are going to win here?
Not at this point of the season.
Not at this point of the
season.
At
week 6. I think that the Chiefs are a well-oiled machine, and the Bills are just starting to get oil in the machine.
They just got Stephon Diggs.
Yeah,
and that makes the biggest difference.
So if this was later in the season, I would say maybe the Bills pull it out, but I'm going to say the Chiefs in a close one here.
Yeah, I would say the undefeated streak is going to come to a halt here. For at least me, he's going to have him at 4-2. I'm going to have him at 5-1. It's going to be a tough game. It's going to be one of those games where the Chiefs are going to probably come into New Era Field and be ready to play. They always have been. I don't see them being a team that's going to go down easy. They're not going to be a team that's like the Cleveland Browns would have a bunch of talent, and then all of a sudden they start losing games. Like, they have talent, they back it up, they have good coaching, they have a wonderful team around them, and they have a fan base too that's going crazy for them. So yeah. So good for them. I think that the momentum though comes at a halt here. I think that the undefeated streak's going to end, and it makes sense for it too, because it's just, you can't go undefeated, especially if you're the Bills. I understand you can sometimes, but it doesn't happen.
We as a fan base don't want to go undefeated this season because we all know what would happen in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah.
All right.
So
week 7, people.
So we have them at week 7 here. We're going to the New York Jets. And I think at this point at week 7, you're going to see one of two things happen with this team. They're going to either find its footing and start being competitive, or it's going to be a complete mess under Adam Gase.
Footing. No pun intended, Rex. All right. Anyways, the Jets. Now, I'm making a joke in this segment of the show here because I don't take the Jets serious at all yet.
No.
They're a joke to me. Their organization's not ran that well. They have Adam Gase as the head coach still. I'm not really worried about it. Who's their wide receivers, everybody? I can't name them.
Yeah.
Her running game is decent with Bell. They went out in the draft and grabbed some O-linemen and stuff, one O-lineman or two or something like that. So, they're on their way, but I think they're like the first year of Sean McDermott.
Yeah.
That level of the Bills.
Yeah.
Probably like a team that's going to win maybe 7 or 8 games.
Well, the thing, it's sad too, because 3 years ago the Jets and the Bills were in the same pot, man. They were both trying to draft a quarterback. And it shows what a competent GM and coaching really does for the team.
Well, Darnold's a good quarterback. I'm not taking anything away from Darnold. I kind of feel bad for him because he's just not.
Oh yeah, no.
They don't have the team around him.
Yeah, it's what a competent coach and GM, man. You got to support the
Brandon
piece.
Beane and McDermott. Yeah, there's just a huge difference in quality of GM and coach there, and I think that we've made way more moves, and the Jets we're more of a complete team here. So I'm going to have them as a win here too.
Yeah,
I would say that the Bills sweep the Jets.
Yeah, they
sweep them this season.
They have to sweep them, man. You're being a playoff team here, and you're expecting to go deep in the playoffs.
Yeah.
You have to beat
this
these
is a game.
teams.
This is a bounce back game.
Yeah, you just lost.
We both have them at losses playing Kansas City. Good teams never lose 2 games in a row. That's how it is in hockey too. All the good hockey teams never lose 2 or 3 in a row and always are a team that can bounce back. This is the exact thing playing football, guys. The Bills, since there's less games, if you can bounce back from a tough loss, that is a sign of a good team. And I think that the Bills here will go into Jersey, not New York, and win this game.
Yeah, because they'll be able to bring. I think they'll be able to bring it, and I don't see.
He'll be pissed off and hungry this game.
Yeah, I don't. It's a good time for the Bills to face the Jets right here to finish them off halfway through the season, get them over with because honestly,
I think the Jets will put it. Yeah, we'll probably get a few wins late in the season. That's
exactly. They always do.
Last year, when he had his sickness of mono or whatever, as soon as he came back. They were dealing, so
so get him out of there, get him early. I think that this is a win though. I have him at 6-1, which is crazy to even think about. He has him at 5-2, which is still even a great record.
I would take that in any Bills season the
Yeah.
past 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah. And then week 8, we're going right to the Patriots.
all right, now the reason we're redoing this video, guys, is because now the Pats have Cam Newton. Now we had him at a win here last time, but now,
yeah,
I hate to say it, I don't have a sweeping the Pats. So if we beat them,
well, it depends too because we're facing Cam Newton in such a late part of the year. Finally, it's the first time we're facing him. We're at least going to be able to see what he has on tape then. Because, I don't know what the hell to expect with Cam Newton on the Patriots, to be honest.
And
really
it kind of scares me because of how quiet they are about this. So they must have a plan. Their OC, what's his name? Josh.
McDaniels.
Okay, he's always said he needs, now, not Tim Tebow, not his problems with accuracy and throwing the ball, but he always said he needed a Tim Tebow kind of molded quarterback. And that's kind of what Cam Newton is. Cam Newton's obviously better.
Yeah.
But, like, I'm talking a mobile throwing quarterback. Like, that's what they wanted out of him in Denver.
Right.
But, I mean, he has that now. Like, he has that threat of a quarterback who's a dual threat now. And, like, I'm kind of like I have anxiety over this game.
As long as he's healthy, it'll be a competitive game.
It's gonna be a tough one, guys.
But I don't know, man, because he's just been injured and riddled with injuries, and he didn't play well his last 8 games. Like we talked about, the last 8 games he's played, he's been 0-8. He's had 9 touchdowns and 10 interceptions. He's not had a good completion percent rating. I don't know what to expect when I see Cam on the field, man. I don't know what we're gonna get with him. We can get the guy that was the MVP, or we're gonna get the guy that was dog shit, and he could be a Jameis Winston type of player.
I'm gonna trust Belichick though. Like he must know something that all of these analysts who are saying it's a bad move, he must know something. Like Josh McDaniels and him must know something about Cam to trust him.
It's a great deal though for the Pats. It was all incentive based.
It was all incentive based. Yeah. So. They're not on the hook, really.
I just don't understand why Cam would even sign that deal to.
There must have been nobody wanted him.
I know he's banking on himself, but man, you can't. Even if he makes max money on it, he's still only making $7.5 million. That's not even that much for like a starter in the league. And he's
he's got a chip on his shoulder, and that's why I'm scared. That's why I'm scared. He's hungry. He wants to prove he's not done. What better place to do it? Where the place that everybody hates. The evil empire.
Oh yeah, and
is like.
But he got benched for Kyle Allen, man. Like
I know, but how smart are those coaches in Carolina? All of them are gone.
Yeah, no, you're right.
He got rid of those guys.
I know, but
those offenses sucked. I mean, there's not enough time in this video to talk about Cam and the Bills and this New England Patriots rivalry now, and. This is about to be juicy.
Can't talk shit about the Bills anyway, so fuck him.
And we hate the New England Patriots because all they do is cheat and run their mouths. So this is like the perfect storm on just guys, wait until our videos during the season because there's a lot of hate that is just brewing here. It's going to be great. It's going to be great, guys, on YouTube. Just wait on it. But we have to have an answer here on the win-loss thing here in the game. So I'm going to say Bills wins here. I think we're splitting the Pats, not sweeping them. I'm 28 years old. I will cry if we even split the Pats every year. I can't imagine seeing a sweep against the Pats. If that happens, I'm going to have a heart attack.
It's going to be way tougher now. I personally have them at a win right now at home, but it's going to be one of those games where it's such
we're going to flip-flop those. We're going to lose one of those Pats games. I have him at a win. I think Cam Newton's going to need time to really learn everything and play with Edelman and so I think the Pats are going to be very non-potent on offense to start. And I think as the year goes, I think Cam's going to be more comfortable, and I think they're going to be close to what we're used to seeing on offense from the Pats. But I have him as a win early in the season and then a loss.
I have him at a win then. I have him at 6-2. Sorry, 7-1 actually. Sorry, I have him at 7-1. I'm excited to see where this goes. The only loss I have him to right now is the Chiefs, and I think that the next 4 games coming up though is going to be a real tough part of the schedule. So can't wait to show you guys that one though. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you don't mind liking the video, subscribing to the channel, it helps distribute the content to other Mafia members. So please, it would help out so much. Thank you guys. Have a good one.
Go Bills.
And go Bills, baby.